It is a good evening, everyone. So nothing too exciting happened today on the lower time frame. We saw a big expansion, as you see with the candle here. And I just want to talk about this price action, what I can foresee coming. Obviously, we've came down to this daily order block, and at the beginning of the week, I said that, if we're going to do anything, we're probably going to consolidate or retrace because we need to give space for this 60-day look back to have some lows to target. All right, and it won't just always just drop, unless there's a crash, obviously. But you see the IPTA 60-day, right, which is this look back, the 40-day and the 20-day. So you got like 20 days. That's just that candle there. And that creates a range from the highest high to the lowest low. We're about to be at the 50% of the 20-day, and we're climbing towards 50%, trailing with the 60 and 40-day because we're using this high instead of that high. Right, and there's also the current range that I'm looking at, which is from this high, so swing high on the daily chart, all the way down to this low here, which is with the manipulation before the big move lower. We're about to be in the equilibrium there. So I've been watching this equilibrium level. We don't need to see price come back up there. Obviously, with how Tuesday was looking this morning, I was like, okay, we might actually be starting a bigger retracement, and we might actually be seeing continuing volatility, which is very interesting. With this huge move, I mean, this is a historic move. So I thought, we're probably going to consolidate, but it could also retrace. But it does seem like price is pretty volatile. And it's possible that these gains that we're seeing may be tricking people into thinking that, we're going to just, this drop was just a fluke, maybe like something that shouldn't have happened, and we're making back all those gains. The smart money is buying this dip. No. The smart money is selling into this rally, into it. So, level I'm watching here is 50% of this discount wick, consequent encroachment, just above this level here, the equilibrium level. Now, it can go higher, obviously. It can go into this fair value gap, the volume balance. There's the order block there. But, for this week, with the time of week, I just wanted to see if it's willing to bounce off of that consequent encroachment and just do something like that. And I'm not saying it would go all the way down and make a new low, but maybe it can just leave a fair value gap, trade inside this fair value gap. I don't know. But the idea is that this Wednesday open, I want to see us get back underneath it and move into Tuesday's range. Okay, this is the weekly chart too, by the way, and I'm showing the weekly chart as a reference because I believe that with how bearish we were, if this is a quarterly shift, it's okay that price comes up like this, but I really don't want to see it close or really go much higher. Ideally, I'd like it to just stop here and leave a nice fair value gap and leave a big wick. It can also close around here, but I don't really want I don't want her to continue pushing into this gap and closing in this whole down close candle. If it does continue to push higher and it closes in this whole price range, that next week I would really want to see a dump within the next 2 weeks. So by halfway through the month of May, I'd really want to see a dump and aggressively go lower. So I'm not giving a direct bias here. That's why I'm putting two pictures, because I want to make it clear that this is not what I'm calling here. I'm just saying that this could happen, and when price reaches this level, I'm going to be watching it. So I'd be putting alerts here, and I'm going to be watching to see if it's giving me the signatures that I would want to see for a reversal. Right, but that is just basically what I wanted to talk about with the higher time frame. Then there's also Tesla earnings, and I want to say I'm not really a guy that looks at news often. However, it's fun when I can match news with the markets. So here's Tesla's earnings. There are some companies like General Motors and PepsiCo which absolutely beat their earnings, but Tesla got absolutely smashed. And since Tesla released the earnings, market has only went up. So I think that we might be correcting for this move. Maybe it's just going up with the excitement, and people haven't reacted to this yet. Again, these earnings did happen post market, so tomorrow we may see an opening which is very bearish and could lead into a reversal. And this is the hourly chart. Just want to show this as a reference for the hourly chart. We started off by having SMT at the beginning of the week, came back up, filled new week opening gap, traded lower from all this consolidation, still sort of looking like some consolidation around here, and then we expanded higher, and again today continued higher. We've opened higher too, so we've left a new day opening gap. I do want price to come back and fill this. I believe that may happen once we reverse. But what I'm looking at here is there's some consolidation around here. There's some consolidation up here, so there's buy side liquidity at the highs over here. There's this fair value gap, there's consequent encroachment. Ideally, I'd want to see consequent encroachment hold, and I don't really want to see price come up here. Alright, but it can come up there, and if it wants to continue going higher, which would really show that price is very, very volatile. But I'm right now under the assumption that price is going to try and do a reversal today or Wednesday, in order to I say today because the 18 o'clock open. It's going to try and form a reversal, and that's just something I'll be waiting for to see the signatures of on the hourly chart and the 15-minute chart tomorrow.